Hey, dear friends, today is August the 10th on Read Through the Word, and it's great to be with you. We are looking at our scripture today from Jeremiah 18, and it's the story it's a message that God gave Jeremiah about the potter and the clay. And I also included a song. Sometimes I include the songs and I get my post ready, and when I record I forget to mention it. Not that you won't see it. There are days when I find I find songs that just fit perfect, and there's some days that songs don't fit, but you know how I feel about worship. I love worship, and anytime I can find a song that connects beautifully with our message, then I try to share that with you. And today's message fit beautifully with the potter's hands. So I hope that you enjoy worshiping with that song today. But our key verse here says in chapter 18, verse 4, "But the jar he was making did not turn out as he hoped, so he crushed it into a lump of clay and started over again." I'm going to really try my hardest to stay in this place, this little tight space of my point in my lesson, because there are so many places that we can go to, and so many rabbit trails I can run down. I can chase so many rabbits I can chase down these trails about this message. When I read this message and I see crushed into a lump of clay again and started over, I will tell you, I personally hurt for the artist, the creator, the potter, because he has worked hard on this creation. He has a vision for this creation. He has hopes for this creation. He has a purpose for this creation. And he's an artist. And he has invested a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of hope into what he believes is going to be something beautiful and beneficial and purposeful. But then he realizes it's not turning out as he had hoped, and he has to crush it and start over. And as someone who, I consider myself somewhat of an artist, because I write books, and I feel that authors are artists of words, and we are creator of content of words with the help of the Lord, of course. But I know when I write and I sit down and I work really, really hard to create a piece, whether it be a book, whether it be a devotion, whether it be a podcast that I might be working on, a Read Through the Word lesson, whatever it might be, if I feel like it's not turning out the way I had hoped and have to start over, it's hurtful. But if someone else, if the experts that I work with tell me we need to start over, and they crush my creation, it's hard. It's like I could see almost the hand of the potter working and working and working, and almost getting it to the place where it's just about where he wants it to be, and realizes there's some kind of flaw and has to start over. I can't imagine, as an artist of words, I can't imagine what it would be like for someone to look at a manuscript that I turned in and say, we have to start over. But here's the thing. Even if I look at it and say, this is not the way I wanted it to be. I need to start over. This is what I know. This is what I know about what I feel like needs, when I look at something, or when my editors or whoever I'm working with says, we need to start this over. It's not what we had hoped it would be. The creators care about the creation. As an artist of words, as an author, I care about what I'm writing. I care about the end product. I want it to fulfill its purpose. I want it to be beneficial. And if it's not, and I need to start over, then I need to start over. So the potter here, by starting over, to me, he demonstrates, of course, that he's disappointed that it's not turning out the way he wants it to. And the word crushed, it sounds harsh. And we have read about the fierce anger of the Lord already. But the potter wouldn't start over if he didn't care about the creation that he was creating. And the potter wouldn't start over if he didn't believe the creation had potential. He would just walk away. He would just determine, I just need to work on something else. But the potter cares about the creation, and he believes in the potential that the creation has. Sometimes starting over, sometimes it's necessary. And most of the time it's painful. But here's what I know. The creation, think about the pottery, it has to be smashed, stretched, shaped. You think about clay, it has to be stretched, it has to be smashed, it has to be smoothed, it has to be shaped, it has to be put on that wheel and turned. And then it has to be heated before it can fulfill its potential and purpose. And only the Creator knows the purpose of the creation, and only the Creator has the vision of the creation. And even though starting over is painful and it's necessary, it's purposeful. So if you're in a place where you feel like you're in a do-over, you're in do-over land, or you've been smashed by the potter's hand and you're a do-over. Oh my goodness, you're a do-over. You have a Creator who loves you and believes in you so much that He cares enough to start over. I have a Creator that loves me so much that when I'm not turning out as He had hoped, that He is willing to spend more time with me, put me back on the wheel, and work with me until I'm becoming and have become what He saw me to be, and I can fulfill the potential that He had planned for me a long time ago. It's so easy to want to just stay the lump of clay. But the plan for your life is so great. Trust it to the potter's hands. We'll see you tomorrow on Read Through the Word.